After finally disposing of Punisher, you return to the gunsmith to provide a proof of your bounty. You sling your rifle and turn over the bandit's hat. The job is now done. As promised, the gunsmith hands you the keys to Bunker 17. As you turn to leave, he speaks of a previous occupant, someone who came before you, who worked and lived out of the bunker. You approach the heavy steel door, breathe an apprehensive sigh, slide the key into the lock, and turn the handle. Stepping inside, you are greeted by a small foyer stacked high with equipment and supplies. You press onward, revealing a sprawling bunker divided into several rooms, each station well stocked and organized. Whoever lived here was a serious survivor. Having lived out of a tent for weeks, this is more equipment and luxury than you've seen in all of your travels around Area 05. Perhaps his previous occupant is to blame for all the houses being looted. It is clear to you, as you begin to explore deeper into Bunker 17, that somebody was preparing for a serious hardship in here. You first examine the infirmary. Though crude, there is a space for a patient and more than enough supplies. You peruse the shelves for a moment, first aid, cleaning supplies, and plenty of spare bedding. Though it's probably not sterile, it would be fairly comfortable to be treated here. Given the well-stocked nature, whoever occupied this place before you must have been a skilled medic in some regard. You then turn to the kitchen, simple, but stacked to the brim with luxuries you've been unable to afford yourself for ages. A clean dining table, a hutch with ample space for refrigerated goods, and even a coffee bar. Next, a living room of sorts, a comfortable couch, a television, and some trophies on the mantle. This would make a great space to relax after a stressful expedition, you think to yourself. Across from the living room is a carefully maintained armory, stacked high with military-grade weapons and the finest locally produced tactical gear. It looks like whoever was last here had a project in the works, a 308 conversion of a Car 21. Perhaps you will be the one to complete it. The armory features a collection of several iconic and exotic firearms, likely retrieved from locations just beyond the minefield. Most of these firearms would not be easily found. Opposite to the firearms are shelves full of robust tactical gear and lockers full of helmets and armor. Just outside the armory is a storage area, with some tools and equipment, as well as a small black cat. This must be the cat belonging to the old lady which the gunsmith was speaking about. Around the corner, a homely bedroom. Inside there's a trunk for clothing and toiletries, some shelving, and a more personalized collection of firearms. Finally, you find a small makeshift latrine, a simple 20-liter pail, and some hygiene supplies. Better than going outside, you suppose. It's unclear who the previous occupant was, where they are, and if they'll ever return. According to the gunsmith, whoever previously lived here ventured to the Russian side of the border and never returned. While it's always possible that they could come back someday, you believe that this place would make an ideal spot to prepare your journeys into Vostok. As you scan the stacks of supplies, equipment, and comforts, you decide that it's worth the risk. You set your bag on the floor, cast your rifle aside, and head for the kitchen. This place will do. Thank you all for watching a tour of my shelter. I would like to thank Discord user Rebelu from the Road to Vostok Discord for inspiring my own kitchen hutch design. I didn't copy theirs exactly, but I wouldn't have been able to create it without their screenshots to base mine upon, so thank you very much for your quality submission. I admit that much of this shelter was created with the assistance of a cheat menu. I had built several other shelters using the items I'd earned legitimately, which I chose not to submit, and due to the way shelter building works, it would have been impossible to use certain props or furniture without a cheat menu. All of the weapons, tactical gear, medical supplies, and personal effects used as props were acquired through legitimate means across 44 hours of my playtime since the early access release. Antti, thank you for the opportunity to participate in this community event. What you are doing for the genre and for the indie shooter scene as a whole is commendable and seriously impressive. Your resolve and passion for this project is admirable, and you've created a game that I know will touch a lot of lives. Kiitos ja näkemiin.